either we're getting old or the running back position in the NFL just isn't what it used to be, and therefore it's being severely undervalued. Well, I think it's a little bit of both. But overall, yes, you saw the news that came down from ESPN earlier today. No deals for tagged running backs Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, and Tony Pollard. Yes, this is not really that much of a shock. The harsh reality of it all is we're just not going to see the type of contracts we saw in the Adrian Peterson days, back in the Marshall Faulk days. Those days are just gone, unfortunately, and there's a lot of different reasons for that. Quite honestly, I feel like there's a lot of different players that deserve a lot more credit than what they're going to get, honestly, what they're going to get credit for, plus also the money that I feel like they deserve. But the harsh reality of it is if you are over, 24, 25 in the NFL as a running back, you just aren't going to get paid what you were. I mean, Josh Jacobs, the leading rusher in the NFL last year, the dude just balled out over 2,000 all-purpose yards from scrimmage, also had 12 touchdowns. But let's be real. He's got over 1,200 touches to his name, and he's not even, and he's going into his 25th year-old season. So overall, where he's going to be 25, excuse me. And Saquon Barkley is in a similar boat. The guy has been very productive over the last couple of years for the Giants. He basically was their offense, and now it just hasn't happened. And we've seen this all offseason. Dalvin Cook got cut by the Minnesota Vikings. The contract talks between Josh Jacobs and Saquon Barkley, they never quite reached the plateau that we thought they were going to. Isaiah Pacheco ended up being one of the best running backs in the playoffs last year and helped the Kansas City Chiefs win a Super Bowl as a 7th-round draft pick. The harsh reality of it is just the fact that the running back position in the NFL isn't what it used to be, and I think it's going to be forever changed. Teams are really setting precedent. You're going to sit here and tell me that guys like Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, they're taking a look at their running back position and are not going to consider a guy like Zamir White to step up immediately for Josh Jacobs. He's on a cheaper contract. He's a lot less wear and tear on his body despite the injuries he had in college. Same thing for the Giants. They just drafted Eric Gray, the standout running back from Oklahoma last year. It's unfortunate to say, but running backs just aren't going to get their due that they got in the past. And I think we're going to start to see more teams really start to put up second contracts for running backs that have had those amount of touches through the first 4 or 5 years of their career. Now, do I think that we're going to start seeing running backs completely, go undrafted and not even be drafted in the first round? I don't think so. There's something to be said. There's just once in a while, there's just special running backs that are going to get special treatment. I mean, honestly, I felt like the Falcons really shocked everybody by getting Bijan Robinson this year, but overall, he's a special player. And so are Josh Jacobs and Saquon Barkley. But the reality of the situation is the fact that they just aren't going to get the money that they probably would have gotten in the past. And even though I think they deserve it, NFL teams are putting more of a focus on the quarterback, the wide receiver, the defensive line, the lineman, like everywhere else is getting the money. And let's face it, the running backs, they get hit the most. They are, whether they're getting the ball or not, it's pass protection, it's catching the ball, it's running the football. It's probably the most physically demanding position in the entire NFL. So honestly, the running backs, they're not going to get the money that they want, but overall, let's face it, what we're seeing, the all-time great running backs, the running backs that we'll always remember, I just don't know that we're going to see that quite as much in the NFL anymore. And quite honestly, I think the running back position is changing in the NFL forever. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below. That's what helps people find the show. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. But let us know what you guys think about the running back position in the NFL changing forever.